Hi and welcome to this third video of a series of videos that showcases the functionalities of an Austrian-style motorway traffic management system that I've programmed in Python. This video presents a number of scenarios that can be dealt with using variable message signs. So first off, I would like to start with presenting a truck inspection scenario, which can be found in real life at the Austrian A10 and A12 motorways. So let's make sure that the traffic is running. And let's start the truck inspection scenario, which is 8.4. Let's do it. Okay, so what you can see is that at the third variable message signs, no trucks are allowed anymore on the main road, so they all have to go to, for instance, the hard shoulder. And well, these limitations propagate upstream, and on the sixth portal or the sixth VMS just upstream of the tunnel, a LKW control warning is presented, so a truck inspection warning is presented to the road users. It looks cool, however it has no real functionality within the algorithm, as no components like the traffic signals or whatsoever are influenced. Okay, so another algorithm or another scenario that can be found on the Austrian motorways is the IGL scenario, which actually represents a environmental, which is there for environmental purposes. So let's introduce that. As you can see, at all VMSs, the speed will be limited to 100 kilometers per hour, and the IGL text is also presented to road users. In case there is a traffic jam, for instance, at the first portal right now, the speed is reduced even further, and the traffic jam or queue warnings are presented to road users too, which is of course the thing that should happen, as these are more important than the 100 kilometer speed limit that belongs to the IGL scenario. Okay, so three other scenarios that can be found on Austrian motorways are, for instance, the wrong way drivers. So let's do that. Let's first get rid of this scenario. And under the assumption that there is a wrong way driver, you see that on every variable message sign, the Geisterfahrer warning will appear, and using these arrows, the traffic is guided out of the left lane towards the middle and right lanes to make sure that no collisions will occur on the left lane, where a wrong way driver will often be located. Of course, there is a speed restriction too. In case of a wrong way driver, the tunnel will be closed, which you can see right here. It's showing red, and speed is restricted even more by presenting a 40 kilometer restriction to road users. And of course, the Geisterfahrer warning is overwritten by a traffic signal warning. Again, apart from influencing the traffic signals of the tunnel, no real action is taken in the simulation on the basis of this scenario. A similar scenario that also closes the tunnel. Well, let's just make sure that traffic is gone first, so these warnings will disappear as well. Yeah, okay, so they're almost gone. There you go. Okay, so another warning that can be found, or another scenario that can be found on Austrian motorways, is a tunnel closure. Again, this will influence the traffic lights or the traffic signals in front of the tunnel, and that's it pretty much. So let's make sure that scenario is on. Tunnel closure, there you go. So what you can see is that in case of a tunnel closure, speed is restricted again, and there are warnings for a tunnel closure, and red crosses are placed downstream of the downstream at the road. And of course, 3 red crosses are presented at the VMS that is located directly before or directly in front of the tunnel. And there, a tunnel sparrow warning is also presented to road users. However, it is a different one than the one that is presented upstream of the tunnel. Finally, the tunnel closure scenario is ended by presenting a sign that relates to no restrictions after the tunnel itself. And because there is a traffic jam just downstream of the tunnel, there is now also a Staugefahr warning or a queue warning, which will not be there in case there is no traffic jam. So you can see that the traffic lights again turn red. And let's get rid of this scenario. And the final scenario one could think of is a scenario in which traffic is driving in 2 ways through one tunnel. These situations could occur in case of roadworks, for instance, or in case there's any other reason that one part of the tunnel needs to be closed, so that the traffic that is moving in 2 directions has to go through one tunnel. And when you activate the scenario, you will see that under the assumption that only the left lane will be used for traffic that is moving in the other direction, this will go to red. This traffic signal will go to red. The other 2 will show flashing yellow, and additional warnings will appear as well. So let's introduce that warning, which is 8.3. Let's first make this run. Okay, so there you go. So you can see now that red is shown and flashing yellow is shown and red cross is shown, additional to an arrow that guides traffic off of the left lane, and these warning signs are shown that there is traffic in an opposite direction as well. And you can see that the right lane there is the traffic signal. The left lane is showing red to prevent that any traffic is passing through. Unfortunately, I cannot influence any lane closures in SUMO, so that means that traffic is allowed to use the left lane again as soon as it passes. As soon as they have passed the traffic signals that are in front of the tunnel. Okay, so let's end the scenario again. And it's all normal again now. So, and now the simulation will keep on going until no more traffic is generated and until all queues have dissolved, which you can see in the other 2 videos that I've already uploaded to as well. So, thank you for watching, and if you liked it, please make sure to watch the other videos in this series as well. Have a nice day, and bye!